What if I told you that we all been lied to? That the truth about AJ's real father has been right in front of us the entire time. Today, we deep diving into the evidence that proves that Carver is AJ's biological father. Get ready, because this is about to change how you see The Walking Dead forever. So, from the moment Rebecca found out she was pregnant, she was terrified. She wasn't excited, jumping for joy, or nothing like that. She was scared. And it's because she knew that there was a chance that the father of her child wasn't Alvin but Carver. Listen, in season 2, episode 1, Rebecca literally tells Clem, "I don't know if Alvin's the father." This isn't just doubt, but it's fear. And if Alvin was the father, she'd be happy as all outdoors. But let's talk about numbers. Pregnancy lasts about 9 months. But when you track Rebecca's timeline in season 2, it's clear that she got pregnant while she was still under Carver's control. She admitted that she had history with Carver, which we can assume either means maybe an affair, or maybe she had a relationship with Carver before Alvin. But here's the thing, Rebecca and Alvin were already trying to escape. And this wasn't no, oh, we only got 2 people escaping. Nah, you got like 10 people trying to escape. You gotta remember, Reggie was also in that group trying to escape with them. So I don't think they really got that much time to be clapping anything. And Carver, he ain't worried about no escape, so that man chilling. But me to prove that Carver is actually the father of AJ, we gotta dive even deeper. First thing we need to know is how long the cabin group's been on the run. It was never stated, but we can use some context clues left in the game to figure out an estimated time. So listen, we know that the cabin group walked for 5 days to get to Walter's Lodge. And from Walter Lodge to Howie's, it's roughly a day if you travel by truck. Listen, that's roughly 1,397 miles. And if you were to walk that long, that would take you around 465 hours just to get there through foot. Assuming you traveling 3 miles per hour, that's not even including the stops they would have to make to get food. So I would say it took them about a month to get to that cabin in the first place. So what that tells me is that the maximum amount of time they could have been gone is probably 3 to 2 months. Because if they were on the run for longer than that, they could probably get way farther away from Carver. And Carver probably wouldn't have found them nearly as quickly as he did. And honestly, I think Carver was really searching for them because he wanted his son. And that would really line up because Rebecca, Carver knew she was pregnant. And I got a good reason to believe that Carver was the first to know that Rebecca was pregnant in the first place. Because let's put it in this perspective. If we're looking at Rebecca's shoes, she's pregnant, she knows that the father could be Carver. She would probably want to escape before even telling him that. But since he knows, that tells me that Rebecca and Carver are on good terms for longer than we even think. I think this really helps out Carver's case for being the father of AJ. Now, let's look at side by side. We talking about AJ, Alvin, and Carver. Look at AJ. Now look at Alvin. Then look at Carver. Hey, I ain't no doctor or nothing, but I watched a whole lot of Maury. And Maury, they always talk about look at the nose. And a lot of times they be right. So we looking at the nose. Now who knows that look like right there? Huh? Kinda look like Rebecca. But after that, they look at the lips. Hey, those lips, they look like Carver. And the eyes. So, now listen, I know you might be saying that's not solid evidence. Well, it works in Mars, so hey, it's something gotta add up. But even the eye shape, it leans more toward Carver than Alvin. Yeah, genetics could be weird, but in a world of storytelling, visual cues would really hint a deeper meaning. And Telltale, they could easily make AJ resemble Alvin a lot more, but instead they left just enough for us to question it. Now let's get into AJ's personality. Now AJ, he ain't nothing like Alvin. Alvin, he was gentle, kind, hesitant, lazy as all outdoors, and he didn't use any violence. And meanwhile, AJ, he was a survivor, a strategist, and he had that mentality. And I know what you probably saying right now. Get out the comments right now. I already know what you're saying. AJ was like this because he was born through the apocalypse. But hey, let's be honest. If we really take a side-by-side comparison of who traits he resembled more, it's going to be Carver. Because Carver, he was all about strength and survival, and AJ, despite being raised by Clem, he naturally has those instincts too. I know Clem a good teacher and all, and that's why AJ good with the thing on him, but I feel like a lot of that gotta be natural talent because of how young he is. So I think that natural talent, yeah, it's coming from Carver. Even in the final season, we see AJ makes brutal decisions that Alvin himself won't even be able to make, almost like it's in his blood. Listen, Carver makes it no secret that he believes in strong genes and legacy when talking to Rebecca. And to be honest, it feels like Rebecca is not denying this at all because she know what she's doing. And I feel like it's actually more of a chance that Carver is the father than Alvin. And to be honest, after doing all this calculation, there is one question that I cannot answer to you. How in the world did Luke get all the way from the cabin in the winter to Carver's little department place? Listen, that's insane. Listen, he got there in 3 days. You telling me he traveled 1,300 miles? You know what? Hey, we just gonna say that's the sake for the plot, because I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But listen, Telltale's never gave us a solid answer on who's AJ's real father, and for good reason. They want us to analyze the deeper meaning. Listen, it's easy to say what you want to hear, because everybody want to be like, yeah, AJ is Alvin's father, and they just want to dismiss Carver. Nah, you can't do that around here. Listen, when the game leaves something that's ambiguous like this, it often means the truth is different from what we think. But hey, if you made it this far, hey, consider leaving a like. I really put out the mail books for this one. But the more I look into it, the more I'm leaning toward Carver being AJ's actual father. And if we look on the other side, Alvin, I honestly can't find too much that's going for him when it comes to AJ being his kid. Listen, the only argument Alvin got is that AJ don't look as mixed as he could be if he is Carver's kid. But come, that's not even a good argument. Come on now. Everything else, it really points to Carver. Hey, if they ever do come out with a season 5 and y'all see little AJ with that mustache like Carver, hey, come back this video and say, hey, you cooked with this one. I'll still old cook, man. I'll still old cook. What do you think, though? Do you believe Carl was AJ's true father? Or do you still think it was Alvin? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more insane Walking Dead theories like this, hey, like, subscribe, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Also, if you're into scary games and just want to see me play a different game, hey, that's a good video right there. But with that being said, we out. It's all still rains. Hit the subscribe and leave a like. Oh.